Land at Dunino, west of King's Barnes in Fife, was acquired for use as a satellite airfield for RAF Lucas in 1939. In April 1941 the airfield opened as RAF Dunino and was first used by numbers 309 and 614 squadrons with Army Cooperation Lysanders. The Lysanders were replaced with North American Mustangs by the summer of 1942, before the RAF moved to RAF Findo-Gasc in November, and Dunino was transferred to the Royal Navy, opening as HMS Jackdaw II in December. A two-storey naval-type watch office was built to replace the demolished watch office for fighter stations, and 4 blister hangars were built. At some point, a single-pier steel mat runway was laid in addition to the grass landing strips, and 2 storage hangars were also constructed. From February to March 1943, Number 825 Squadron with Fairy Swordfish were based there. Number 737 Squadron formed at the airfield on the 22nd of September 1943 as an amphibious bomber reconnaissance training squadron, equipped with Supermarine Walrus amphibians for air-sea rescue duties until moving in the December. From April to August, Number 827 Squadron with Fairy Barracudas was stationed there, followed by Number 813 Squadron with Fairy Swordfish from the December to January 1944, after which aircraft storage became the primary use of this airfield. Dunino was closed in 1946, although the site was retained by the Navy until 1957. Most of the site has now been demolished, leaving just part of the perimeter track, the control tower, 2 hangars, and a few other miscellaneous buildings. I have to date found no reports for former RAF Dunino being haunted. However, I went there to find out for myself. The old watch office has a slightly creepy feel to it, but just that creepy feeling that pervades any old dark deserted damp building. Upstairs, I made contact with a naval officer with 2 gold rings on his sleeve. I believe that made him a lieutenant. He was standing looking over the airfield in a bored way while smoking a pipe. There was no more contact than that, and he faded from my consciousness after a few seconds. Walking to the spot where he had stood, I became aware of 2 airmen in bright yellow Mae West life jackets wandering side by side from the tower and across the airfield. But I lost contact with them after a few yards. These were the only contacts that I made on my visit to Dunino. I was worried about leaving the Triumph, which was parked by the side of the road quite a way away, and so did not spend too long there before heading back. I was able to take an interesting EVP session in the short time I was there, and do listen for what I believe are the sounds of gunfire which were not heard at the time between the voices. These have been enhanced and repeated at the end of the segment.